gotta get a thing. My seat is so high. I don't know how my dude be sitting. What in the world? I'm tired of this adjusting every time I get in the car. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Let me quit. Good early evening. Good early evening. I can't see who that is, but hey. I'm scared. I hope that today has been a great day. And we got something productive done. Had a great day at work, or got some rest before work, whatever the case may be. I hope that you fall into that realm somewhere. Is that Marissa? Yep, I see the panda. Hey, Marissa. Perfect, you're here. Hope you stick around for a little while. I got something to say. No, I'm just kidding. How's your day been? Hope it's been good. Live, I'll be falling asleep in the morning, or I'll be caught up in another chat in the moment. And then when I see the notification, it's like an hour later. Like, oops. Yes. Yeah. I was just thinking about life as usual, you know, paying attention to my surroundings. It's like I pick up stuff from all day and I think about it. Like, honestly, it's like with everything, I'm glad that I'm getting back into a space of really like, what is this, God? You know what I mean? Like, what is this? Because right now, if we don't, we would drop the ball on our own destiny. You know what I'm saying? Like, for every time, you know, I've stopped and started over, I don't really want to be that person again. You know what I'm saying? I'm 51 years old. I don't really have time to start over anything. Half in it, you know what I'm saying? Or a little over halfway. So now I'm trying to intentionally be in the space of, you know, just really, really trying to tune in to ask God to guide me as he does, you know what I'm saying? So I guess my true intentionality is on staying focused and being obedient when he does speak, because he's always guiding me. It's like whenever I'm out square, it's because I came off. It's not because he came off. Never going off his square. You know, he's always there. He's always watching. He's always caring. I believe he's always sending us assignments. I believe he's always sending tests. I believe that a test comes before promotion, and it's up to us to be vigilant and full of discernment to pass these tests and not fall into many snares that could come our way. You know, some of us are decided that, you know, for God, to God, we say yes. Some of us are on the fence, you know, but a perfected vessel is a willing vessel. It's a willing vessel. So in being willing, that means I must go. Sometimes I'm going to have to go in places I don't want to go. Sometimes I'm going to have to go a route I don't want to go. Sometimes I'm gonna have to go see about some folk I don't want to go see about. But if I say yes, I don't get to be an Indian giver to God if I'm being obedient and take it back. I'm gonna say yes, but I'm not gonna say yes to that area right there, Lord. I gave you my yes, but going over there right there is a no. Yes, Lord. Wait a minute, no. I don't want this one, and that one. That's a no for me. That's not the options we have. You get to be like, it's like you either giving a full yes or a partial, or no. It ain't even no partial yes. It's a yes or a no. You know what I'm saying? And a yes requires a lot from us. But the biggest thing it requires is just to be willing. Be willing to be used. Be willing to move more like Christ. Can. And the areas that ain't up to whatever part we think they're not up to, guess who covers that? God. You know, I know there's been times where I've been dealing with some things and I finally got my focus back and I'm going order. Everything working out just fine. And it's like you come to realize that the enemy doesn't always use an unseen adversary to come at you. Sometimes he uses the familiar. You may be supposing to do something, but one of your kids got you sidetracked for something else. And then you said, you know what, I'm just going to do this after XYZ. No, I'm not saying don't take care of your kids. I'm saying that sometimes your kids may come with something that you decide to pick up in that moment that could have waited because you were on assignment. We look at distractions as somebody negative or somebody coming in to kill, steal, and destroy all the time. But it's the trick of the enemy. He gets in our mind, you know. What he tells us in our mind is, this is your child. Surely you can't go do this for God right now because, you know, you got to take care of your child first. This is your baby. God won't mind if you do this for your kid before you do what he told you to do. He won't mind. And it could be that 1 hour that you took to do whatever it was that wasn't a need for your child, but it was maybe a want. It could set you back, you know what I mean? Or it might have blocked a blessing that was waiting for you. I believe that when we have tests, the tests come right before a breakthrough or right before like an elevation or promotion. If you pass this test, I know I can trust you with this much. Now I'm going to give you a little bit more. So we was talking yesterday about enlarging the territory. A lot of times our territory isn't enlarged because we're not ready. We don't have the capacity to handle a larger space, a larger place, a larger number of individuals. Whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't have any specifics on this. I'm just talking about when we say yes and then we allow distractions to throw us off our game, off our square. I've done it so many times in my life, from 23 to 51. Nobody would imagine how many times I've been thrown off my square, how many times I've rededicated my life to Christ. Not that I had to, but there's that time, you know, like when you leave home and life beats you up. It ain't nothing like when you get back home to your mother and your father. Back to safety. Hold on. Yeah, I done got a flying car driving me crazy, trying to distract me from my drive to work. I want to fulfill my purpose. I do want to live a life pleasing to God. I do want to allow people, well, I want myself to see God's glory first and foremost, but I also want others to see it through me. You know, I don't want to be
keep left to stay on I-64 East.
Out here wasting the opportunity to share the love of God with people. I don't want to be missing the opportunity to walk through doors that God has been ready to open for me, but I wasn't ready to walk through. My whole mission right now is to be prepared to step in any door at any given moment, because if that door opens, I'm supposed to walk through it. Put it that way. If that door opens, I'm supposed to walk through it. How many doors have remained shut that should have been open as a result of my actions? You know, me not being in the proper position in that moment. You know, sometimes we don't get to a certain space because we come out of position. I hope that thing flew out. Oh my God. And it's all ugly. We come out of position. Like I said, God he don't never move away from us. We move away from him. You know, I can sit here and I can think like, man, when I was 30, I should have had this, I should have had that. And I probably should have. Well, I'll say I could have. I was making good money when I was 23, between 23 and 27. And I'm making buku money. Young and stupid, didn't know what to do with it, you know. But had I been a little more focused on my walk, I would have had that wisdom that I needed to learn how to save, to learn how to invest, to learn how to seek God in decision making. But here I am, you know. It's never too, but I want to walk into those spaces that I once decided not to walk into. It wasn't that God didn't allow me. I decided not to, you know. And now that I've decided that I'm going to go, I've given my yes exactly how I am. Guess what? I gotta go. No matter what. There's a girl at work right now. We had a couple words the other day. Really not no words like that. Like not no I'm a box you type words, but I just don't like people that go on power streaks, you know. And we had a little slight back and forth, whatever. And every day after that I went to work, I walked past her with my head looking straight ahead like I ain't see her. I didn't give a dang. I'm never talking to her again is what I said. Ever. I don't know who she thinks she is. She's doing too much. Her job don't require all that. Blah, 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 blah. Yesterday, it's been, what, maybe 4 days? So yesterday I get to work, and here we are coming towards each other, and guess what? I had to say, hey, why? For one, I was just being rebellious. Number two, I don't know what God may have for me that may be linked to a person that I just got a little bad taste in my mouth because she got on my nerves one day. I don't know who God would use as a door, because I believe people are doors, you know. Literal doors don't just crack open and we walk through and get that blessing or get that promotion or whatever the case may be. No, people are doors. So I don't want to, in my I guess, prideful moment, if I'm going to be honest. In a prideful moment, because I was offended at the moment. What if, what if that person, what if that person held the key? Well, if that person was a door that God was planning to use a month from now, and I just said, forget her, I ain't talking to her no more, I'm done, and went on about my way. I don't have any friends here in Virginia. I ain't got time to be mad at somebody because they don't know how to talk to people. What I need to do is lead by example. I show her how to address me by the way I address her. I show her how to treat me by the way I treat her. It says, if you want a friend, then show yourself friendly. A lot of times people want people to be friendly towards them, but they're not showing themselves friendly to them. You ever hear people say, I ain't got no friends, I don't need no friends, I don't want no friends, stuff like that. It's probably because you don't know how to be friendly to be a friend. You got to be a friend to have friends. It's so many snares out here that will get us tripped up and distracted in our yes, that will be out of order, out of line, missing marks, not focused, not paying attention to everything going on around us because we're focused on that distraction. That's what distractions are for, to get you off your square, to cause you to stop getting to a point that God obviously wants you to go to, because there's something there that he needs of you. But of course, just like he is a stinking devil, he's going to come, he's going to try to distract you, throw something out there to get you sidetracked, to throw you off your game in totality. And then you miss something. Then you got a little setback. Then somebody that needed something from you and they was waiting till you got there, you arrived too late. In Christ, we carry a lot. If you are actually operating in any of your gifts and talents, you carry a lot. You carry a lot. To whom much is given, much is required. That don't just apply to church people, preachers, and things like that.
Use the left 2 lanes to take
that applies to, I believe, all of us. We all have responsibilities in life that we have to take care of. But some of us who choose to say yes, we got another level of requirement. And that requirement ain't gonna always be pretty. It ain't gonna always be easy. It's not gonna always come the way we would like it to come, but it's coming. Will you forfeit your yes because of a distraction? A lot of times we become so emotional in life that we lose sight of where we're going, what our purpose is. The highest command that God gives us is to love. Most people don't even operate in love. They say, I love you, but they don't be meaning that. They don't be meaning it. Because love is unconditional. Love doesn't hurt. Love doesn't tear you down, beat you up. Love does not do any of those things. God is love, you know what I'm saying? If we're saying we're carrying God on the inside of us. I don't go to church, we are the church. Okay, people be like, I'm church hurt. What if you are, okay, you claiming you the church, what if you are hurting people? Do they then get to still say, I'm church hurt? It's a whole lot of wickedness released on this world right now, and if we're not paying attention, we're gonna get swallowed. We will get swallowed up, okay? We got to pay attention to the darkness around us because it's trying hard. You know, we know it doesn't win, but we can lose. We can forfeit and lose. We can allow the enemy to take us over. We can allow the enemy to sidetrack us and cause us to quit. We can allow the enemy to cause us to drop the ball on something we were supposed to do in an expected time.
In 2 miles, take exit 11A from Virginia 337 West, Portsmouth Boulevard.
This ain't the time. This is not the time. We have to stay focused. We have to stay ready. We have to stay with high discernment at all times. At all times. Hey, realists, we have to stay with high discernment at all times because it's easy to get fooled out here, get sidetracked, get caught to set up legacy for their children and children's children, because I got their children and their children. But we gonna get this thing right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this thing right. If my legacy to my children is the legacy I did not create for you in the beginning, then that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. I think that, you know, I'm probably
in a half mile, take exit 11A from Virginia 337
going into
West,
a transition because I'm way more sensitive spiritually than I have been in a long time. And that's okay, you know, I welcome it because I feel like it hadn't been there, you know what I mean? I welcome it. I'm excited to have that sensitivity to the Holy Spirit back.
Virginia 337 West.
It's nothing like it when it's not there. It ain't because it left, it's because you're out of focus. I've been out of focus. I ain't never leaving God, but I've been out of focus. That's me being accountable for me. That's the only person I can be accountable for. I can't be accountable for Marissa. I can't be accountable for just saying. I mean, I can't be accountable for none of y'all. Just like y'all can't be accountable for me. And I can't force y'all to be accountable for yourselves. Because guess what? Y'all got your own walk. Just like I got my walk. That'll be another thing that's a distraction. It's not like, hey, walk this way. I ain't got nothing to do with your walk. Only thing I can do is pray and walk with you if we're going in the same direction. You know what I mean? Your walk might look different. It might be different. But if we're going in the same direction, we're good. We're good. I can't believe I got to work this late. Can y'all hear me? Anyway, I'm just gonna end this and leave you guys with the encouragement I came to give. You know, don't be distracted.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
Don't allow your yes to be distracted by outside things that don't go with the plan of God for your life. Let's not be distracted.
Turn left onto Jolliffe Landing Parkway.
It might seem weird. It might seem like all hell is breaking loose. But as long as you're standing with God and moving with God, everything's going to be fine.
Keep right.
If you're going to be a willing vessel, be a willing vessel.
Keep right.
It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. but it's also a beautiful thing.
In
It
600
ain't
feet,
easy
slide left.
because we're human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is not easy to say, okay,
In
God, I'll
600
go,
feet, slide left.
and then not have human moments, because we do. That's not
In a
to,
quarter
not
mile,
for you to
make a
beat
U-turn.
yourself up when you have human moments, but I'm encouraging you to keep going when you have human moments. Don't forget whatever it is God has placed in your heart to do. Don't forget it. Don't be distracted and drop that very thing. It's valuable to your life, it's valuable to your family's life, and it's valuable to so many more people's lives than you know. You have no idea whose life you are sent here to impact. It may be directly, it may be indirectly. It may be because you impacted one person's life that you touch 10 other people's lives. You know how we sit on here and talk on live? Your impact gonna be an impact no matter what we're talking about. I had two scriptures that I had looked up. One was Proverbs 4:25. And when I opened it up on the phone, it was in the Message Bible, so that's the one I'm going to read. It says, keep your eyes straight ahead. Ignore all sideshows. Psalm 119:37. Avoid all distractions and focus on God's
In
word.
300 feet, turn right.
That's the Bible. That's God. God is the word. Focus on God. Don't be distracted. Stay the course, because there's something beautiful on the other side. And you're expected to arrive there. I'm rooting for you, people. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but I am here at this job and I am about to be gone from here, and I will speak with you guys later. Bye bye now. What you looking at?